shiitake to chestnut, this local farm provides quality and exotic mushrooms.
Lori Wallace is live in Newcastle learning more about Foggy Dew Fungi. Hi, Lori.
Yeah, we knew when we heard the name of this place that it was going to be cool.
Yes.
And whoever was behind it was going to be cool. It's true. Brendan is very cool and really fun to talk to. He's been working on this stuff for a long time. So we wanted to start off in here to kind of show you guys the process. Hard to do in 3 minutes, but we're going to do it. So Brendan, talk about this space right here and what you do in here.
Yeah, so this is our incubation space. So essentially what happens here is all of our sawdust blocks get spawned or get seeded essentially. So we plant the little mushroom seeds, if you will, into the sawdust bags, and then they'll sit here and incubate until the mycelium colonizes the substrate. And it's, as you can feel, it's very warm in here, so it's a little bit
definitely warmer in here than the other room that we were in. So this is kind of where it begins. And another cool thing he told me is these bags here, you can actually purchase these from him, and then you take them home, spray them with a little spray bottle, and you get mushrooms.
Exactly. So these are kind of like your little mushroom grow kits. This is a blue oyster here. So essentially you'll cut a little X in the block, expose the substrate to fresh air and humidity, and mushrooms will start to grow out. So we do offer these on our website and at farmers markets and stuff like
Cody,
that.
I think that's where you begin. Before you become a full-blown mushroom farmer, we're going to start you there.
Okay,
so let's
baby
go
steps.
over here and show you what that looks like when they start to sprout out of these little bags here. This is really cool, and all of the local restaurants up here in Newcastle use your mushrooms. By the time we see them on our plate, they certainly don't look like this, but this is what they look like when they start off.
Yeah, so basically we've got all of our different varieties in here. You've got the blue oyster mushrooms, the lion's mane, some black pearl king oysters.
Okay, can we show them the lion's mane,
Yeah,
kind of like one of
definitely.
these bigger ones? I'm gonna have you grab that off here. This is so cool. Look at this mushroom, you guys.
And yeah, so this is
Wow.
actually a second flush, meaning we've harvested this block already and just let it sit in here to, you know, basically have another flush. So instead of just throwing the block out, you can get one more little crop off of it before this block goes into our compost pile.
Yeah, and I do love that. Everything is reused, recycled, which is really another very important thing to you when you started this business. We're going to walk out here, go around the bags. Scott, don't trip. There's a whole bunch of bags out here. And that's what's really been fun about this, Brendan, for you, is you've taken your own space. This isn't maybe what a lot of other mushroom farms might look like,
Right.
but you took what you had and you turned it into a really big business.
Yeah, that's what we had to do. I mean, obviously, like we were saying earlier, there is a science behind all of this, and I was kind of able to master those concepts, and then the art and science of mycologies, how do you apply all that and make it all work? And I think that's been the fun thing about this, is trying to be innovative and creative and making new pieces of equipment that work for you or help save time. And it's just very fun. The mushroom industry is, you know, very up and coming. Mycology was kind of a dying art and science, and so to be involved with the community of people that I am online with mushroom farming, there's this whole collective of people out there that are helping each other, like design these barrels and these bagging systems and all this stuff to help small farms really, you know, have a leg in the game, because these Kennett Square mushroom farmers in Pennsylvania are growing millions of pounds of mushrooms. I'm obviously not doing that, but I'm having a good time doing this, and I absolutely love it, you know?
Yeah, and when we talked about reusing, if you look over here, I'm going to kind of point in that direction, but that's where all of those blocks end up, and you can use them over and over again.
Exactly. So what's nice about the substrate that we use, and what's cool about mushroom farming, is you can be very regenerative. So a lot of the blocks will go down there and get chipped up into sawdust and then bagged up and reused again. So that's kind of fun. And then what he's pointing out there was some oyster mushrooms that we found up in Forest Hill, and actually took a clone of a wild sample and was able to grow it out to see what it might look like, you know, if it's got any commercial viability or if it can be for sale, you know.
Yeah, Brendan's doing it all out here. Okay, Foggy Dew Fungi on Instagram. I'm hoping to bring back a couple of those bags, maybe bring one in studio.
Oh, yeah,
we can spray it, see what happens with that one, see what happens to one at home, and see if we can grow mushrooms as good as this guy.
Yeah.
I'll send it back to you.
Let's do it. John's off for a week for the holidays and everything. Let's put it underneath his desk.
There you
See if
go.
it will grow there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Perfect.
Thanks, Lori.